Welcome to the MLC. The MLC stands for the Mr. Lemba channel. This is your host and your brother, Mr. Lemba. To all my brothers, welcome to the brotherhood. You already know the routine. Kick your feet up and grab something to drink. It's time for the men to talk. Now, I have answered questions on my channel before. So this is technically not my first Q&A, but I'm going to make it the official first Redpill Q&A plus. It is an effort to make sure that I am as interactive as I currently can be with my subscribers. I want you brothers to know that I'm really here for you, and I truly believe that you are here for me. I won't be live streaming yet, so let these Redpill Q&A pluses be a way of myself being more interactive with you guys. I also try to address every single comment left in the comment sections, and I try to make sure that everyone knows that I'm paying attention to them and that I also know who they are. I get a feel from your comments what your personalities may be like, so I have a better understanding of everyone who follows this channel. With that said, let us get into today's Q&A plus. The first one is from a brother, both a brother of the Manosphere, Redpill, not a content creator that I know of, and also a black brother. And this is important that I'm mentioning his race for a specific reason because of the topic which I'm about to address in his comment. And I'm going to give my two-piece. As you can see, as I promised, I kept his name and his identity private. Let's read the comment. You will never get nowhere by just focusing on black men, especially for the purpose of fixing black women. Michael Jordan used to score 50 or 60 points, and the Bulls would still lose because the rest of the team was broken. So how do you figure black men doing our job really well is going to fix the rest of the team? When the coach wanted to fix the rest of the team, the coach never said everybody stay home from practice instead of Michael Jordan. Man, you better work on them women too, unless you do not want women fixed. Now, I think that's a good comment. I'm going to go ahead and address it. For brothers who don't know, this channel is for men only, and this is why this brother's saying this. It is also from a video of mine where I talked about the black women issue and possibly how we should address it, how we're going to address it. Now, what this brother needs to understand, and many other brothers who have similar concerns need to understand, is that the black adult female of the Western world, or that is westernized, is beyond reach. When I speak about fixing most of the black women, I am talking about the future generation of black women. I highly advise that if brothers want to be with black women, leave your westernized societies and find them elsewhere. If that is truly what you are seeking, there is no fixing the black women, adult black women as we know them. There is no fixing them. Okay, guys, this is something we have to understand. I like his Michael Jordan analogy, but what he needs to understand is that not everybody kept coming back to practice. Some people were traded off. Some people got cut off. Some people got let go and no other team in the NBA signed them on. It means that when you're that bad, we simply just have to let you go. See, the Michael Jordan analogy is dealing with men. It is dealing with order. It is dealing with structure. Women are emotional. We have to understand that when you're talking to women, we're not going to reason our way into their minds. Now, maybe one or two may get it, but that can only be done by them accepting who they are as women and coming into submission and realizing that we have a superior black man in the black community. And that black man is the one with his head on his shoulders that does the right things. And these are the brothers we need to submit to and respect and not argue against, even though our emotions are keeping us from properly comprehending what they are trying to say. We don't have time to try to reason with black women or any woman for that matter. Women do not understand your logical computations. It is a waste of time. That is my short response to this comment. Hopefully it makes sense to the rest of you brothers. Let us continue. This is a comment from the same brother who just commented in the previous slide regarding a video of mine that I talk about being 100% masculine when dealing with women. He had this to say. He said, would I rather be 100% man and only have Bone Keisha as my woman, or would I rather be half a man and have Janet Jackson? I'd rather be half a man and have Janet. Manhood is important, but it is not that important. Don't go crazy with it. You are going to have guys running all the beautiful women away, and all they are going to be left with are ugly women. All women are not the same, so you cannot treat them all the same. Every good woman is not going to tolerate you being 100% man. Even if you are 91% man or 85% man, you are still a man. 91%, that's an A. 85% is a B. Being a 100% man is not always necessary. I suggest adjusting it. Tailor it to that specific woman. Now, guys, let's try to be nice to the brother. Let's not go too hard on the simp calling, right? Okay. Now the brother is, I disagree with the brother, of course. He's basically saying, he would compromise his manhood for beautiful women. He would compromise his masculinity, which is his life source as a man, for a beautiful woman. Because certain women would not tolerate. Now the word tolerate bothers me. Because a man in this manosphere should not be worried about what women tolerate. We understand that the majority of women tolerate chaos. And I'm trying to be nice and not say that all women tolerate and promote chaos. Men are order. We bring order to things. If you compromise your manhood, she will go into the masculine and you will become feminine. And when we swap roles, we bring an abomination. We bring chaos. Your life will be miserable. Hear me clearly. Let's move to my scale and show you guys something. This is my scale of masculine and feminine. When you move out of your masculine, you're going to become more feminine. That pushes her out of her feminine and puts her into the masculine. When women are in the position of masculine, they abuse it, and eventually they resent the man that is behaving like the feminine. The only middle ground is death. It is only when you are dead. Alright guys, you cannot compromise masculinity. It's not 50-50. Women are not your equals. You got to understand this if you don't understand anything else. Otherwise, you are going to ruin the happiness that you have. You will destroy your life. Get on this red pill. Hear me and understand what I'm trying to say. Understand what I am saying. Get this red pill. You are a man. Stay masculine. All right? Let's move on. Now, this channel is not for women, but women oftentimes follow me. They usually do it in silence because they know this channel is not for women. And others do comment. If they comment, I usually keep it around. I show them respect. I don't hate women. I'm just wise and understand the wisdom. And I'm also continuing to grow. Now, if a woman is rude, I tend to get rid of her the same way I get rid of rude men. And if you seem to be insane or crazy, I will block you. But this woman was nice about her comment, so here we go with this young lady's comment. She said, first of all, this comment is on a video of mine where I talk about how women will be in trouble, especially black women, if our economy collapses, if this country goes into a major war and the societies and structure of civilization no longer stand as we know them, okay? If we go into a hunting type of self-protecting environment, all right? So let's read the comment. She replied and said, time will be hard, but there are men that are living just as women, depending on white men and black women, and are not mentally, emotionally, and physically strong. Don't know planting, building, planning team work. I guess she's trying to say something there regarding building something in structure. In black women, when warriors are needed, true warriors will defeat the lazy by conditioning and will take all they wanted and put the weaker by conditioning in slaves' position as well. Or maybe what will happen is unknown. Black women don't be no more afraid than any man or women. Sorry guys, a little hard to read. Live for today and let tomorrow be tomorrow for all. Maybe black men should be more worried and afraid than anybody else, according to black men of the last few generations. You don't fear the boogeyman. We deal with what's in front of us. We'll see what's in front of you. God bless all. Okay, this kind of was, I don't know if I butchered it or she just wrote it bad, but I'm pretty sure she did a bad job writing it. But it's not the point of the comment. Now, this is what I mean about women's logic. If society and civilization falls, it doesn't matter who's been on the government's handout for the last 20 years. It becomes survival of the fittest. She's thinking, well, whoever's been on the government handout won't be able to feed themselves. That includes some black men also. That's not the point. See, we also have white men who are on government handout and men of all races. So the difference is when civilization falls, and every civilization falls, regardless if that's what we want or not, it happens eventually. If women do not have men to guide, lead, protect them, and provide for them, they die and get enslaved. That's just the way it works. Now, the men who are being lazy, they don't have to be lazy once it collapses because they have something called testosterone. They're naturally fitter than women to survive. They can go out and take what they want. And funny thing is, most of these lazy black men that she's talking about are probably even more fit than some of the intellectual and more introspective black men. Reason why, these men are usually the guys who are in and out of jail, who don't work and live off of these women. And those men have no morals. And people with no morals actually do a better job surviving when it is time to survive, because they don't care who they hurt to do it. See, if civilization falls and I need food and I see a handicapped boy with some canned goods, I'm not going to strong arm him and take it from him just because I have morals. I am a well-behaved warrior, but I am not a crook. I am a black man that lives with honor. Those guys that are in and out of jail, they will just take that stuff. Also, she's not looking at the future, she's looking at what's in front of her, which means that she is not planning for anything that's coming, which is typical female behavior. Don't worry about it, but once we get evicted, she tells you, what are we going to do? She also don't understand that she may be pregnant because people will rape her. Women are more prone to getting raped than men when things are chaotic. And that will make her even more handicapped when it comes to helping herself. I'm not going to stay too long on this slide. Let's keep it moving. Now, guys, this slide here was by one of my followers. I believe from his picture that I took down, he is one of my white brothers who follow my channel, one of my white red pill brothers. He did retract his comment. He took it away. But guys, even though you took your comments away, I can still see that you posted it at one point. And I wanted to address it because it's a good question. And those of you who are new to my channel may not know. And if you're not black and you've seen my green slide in the beginning, you may wonder, okay, that's a cool slide, but he mentioned something about black people and black men in there. What's up with that? And I think it's a good question. And as long as you guys are not rude, I don't mind if you question me, if you disagree with me, it's fine. I'm not one of those sensitive brothers who teach, and the minute you disagree with them, they got their panties in a bunch, all right? I'm gonna try to always respect you, brothers, as long as you're respectful. I got you. This is what he said. He said, I like your men-only note. But did you really have to go on and divide men into black and the rest on your opening screen? We're all brothers when it comes to gender issues. This is a rare move. My brother, I understand you. But this is why I advise something very important on my green screen, which I'm going to present in a second. First, people need to understand when it comes to race. Just because someone specify a specific group of people, it doesn't mean it is a versus situation. It doesn't mean they're pinned against you or you're a second-class citizen here. The reason this channel speaks to black men first of all, you understand I am a black man and I deal with black issues. So the channel also deals with black issues. It doesn't only deal with gender issues, as my brother here stated. This is something to pay attention to, and I'm going to explain this to you right now. Hold on, here comes the next slide. Alright, this is the slide my brother is talking about, okay? It says the Mr. Lemba channel, MLC, is a channel for men only. First, for black men. Second, for men in general. Now, he may not understand why this is there. It is because the channel does not talk only about gender issues. It is a channel that is 95% gender issue conversation. 95% of the Red Pill content will be gender based. So it will be fitting for everyone. But the other 5% is very crucial to me and a lot of my brothers who follow me. It is content relating to black issues. As black people, whether you admit it or not, we face a specific kind of problem and our lives are constantly in danger. If not by our own, sometimes it is, or a lot of times it is, by those who don't like us and don't look like us. Does that mean everyone who doesn't look like us? No, but we know that already. So that is the area where I say black men first, because I really do focus on some areas of politics, social economics, where I really do talk to my black brothers about situations that affect us and may even render us dead if we don't pay attention to. Alright, but this is why I said in the last two sentences, the last two lines you guys see in the bottom of this slide, where it says, it is advised to all means all genders, all sexes, it is all capitalized, all underlined, to carefully read the MLC's about page before the proceeding. Okay, let's take a quick look at what those pages say. First of all, I said pages meaning plural. There's one about page, but this is my trailer video. Only 8 months ago. It says, welcome to the Mr. Lemba channel, making the black family great again. See, brothers, I want you guys to pay attention to everything in your life, because I do want you guys to be better, smarter, and stronger, whatever race you may be. See, if this was looked at, you would understand why I put that in this channel. It's not to put anyone else as second-class citizens or to push anyone else away. I made a spin off of Donald Trump's Making America Great Again, and I said making the black family great again. I am here to teach black men how not to fall into the Western traps of these unfair feminist societies. This also explains situations in the black family and also black social experiences and political experiences. What else? I said, I am here to teach men in general how to be better men and leaders. That's my trailer. Now let's go to my about page. Again, my about page. Welcome to the Mr. Lemba channel, making the black family great again. I am here to teach black men how not to fall. Pretty much the same thing over again. This is why, my brothers, it is important to pay attention. I am not here to bash any particular race of people. I will criticize without mercy any acts of racism that we face in this society. And if someone disagrees with me, regardless of your race, then you apparently do not love me as your brother. Because if you do not care about things that affect me and that may end my life, and your fellow black Mgtow brothers and your Ibmor brothers, your Sysbm brothers, your Redpill brothers who are black or melanated, Hispanic or otherwise, then you just simply don't care. You only care about the problems of women. Okay, this is only 5% of the channel. So it's not something that's overwhelming. that you hear of every day. And when I do make videos regarding racial issues, I do advise in the beginning, if this is not for you, I will catch you on the next one. I will also not make consecutive videos just on racial issues. I will always mix it up unless we have a crisis going on that is covering the racial headlines, I would have to say. But other than that, I will warn you ahead of time. If it's not for you, just go ahead and get off. If you are not black and you like to support anyway, you care, then, you know, I welcome you. There's no problem at all. You know, but if you don't care, it doesn't bother you, that does not mean you're racist. It does not mean anything against you. It just means you don't care. It's not your problem. I get it. Catch you on the next one. There's no issue whatsoever. So hopefully I addressed that. Let's keep moving. We're almost done. Now, this brother is dear to my heart. He came on my channel, and I answered his question in the reply in text, and I also tell him I will keep in touch with him. Okay, so if you're watching, my brother, I have not forgotten about you. And he said this, and this was heartfelt. He said, "Hi, I was raised by my mom and an absent/abusive father. I never really learned how to be a man. What books/audiobooks from yourself or anyone would you recommend that would teach me or show me what it means to be a man? Thank you for any advice you can offer." Now, I did address this brother, and I also don't quickly criticize most people on my page because I understand most brothers are not on the same level. That is why I didn't criticize that brother earlier about you don't have to be 100% man. I didn't criticize him too much. And also, some brothers are very young. Some brothers are like 14, 15, and 16. And they're on our channels. So for us content creators, we have to remember, he may not be a 36-year-old man. So if the brother's naive, or the brother, needs something that you would assume he should already have, he probably don't have it. So I try not to assume and make an ass out of you and me. Now, for this brother, a lot of brothers share this same situation. Maybe not the abusive father part, but maybe the absent father part. Maybe because the father is to blame, or because the mother was so unbearable to live with, she got rid of a good man. I did answer his question, but for the rest of you who are still wondering, let me introduce you for the first time to something I gave to one of my brothers who followed this channel. I've known him since I was 12 years old, so shout out to you, my brother. It is the MLC's model. I didn't always call it the MLC's model until I created this channel. And one day I will tell you guys what makes me so infatuated with the Lemba, people of the Lemba tribe, and why I have the name Mr. Lemba. Of course, I could have picked a name that is a lot more popular. That would have got me a lot more views and a lot more subscribers a lot quicker. Something like Mgtow Rage or something, But, this is what I picked. It's dear to my heart, and I'll explain that to you guys one day. But here's the model before I took on the title of Mr. Lemba. I will share this with you guys now. All right, here we go. MLC's model. Women are created to serve you, men. Women will not serve you if you are not a man. Men, we are always centered. We are never moved and never shaken. Men make big problems small. We are the calm in the storm. Men, we are order. We are guidance. We are molders of reality, kings of all that is material in this realm. We are masculine. We are the driving force. We are conquerors for all that is righteous. The feminine does not move us. We conquer the feminine, and the true feminine will gladly follow and serve us. Men, our very life force is masculinity. We are 100% unyielding men. Like my Ibmor brother True 40 would say, well, that's all for today, folks. Leave your comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.